Welcome to the High School Spotlight. I'm your host, Taylor Nettle, and we've got an action-packed episode for you today. Over on the pitch, we catch up with some of the outstanding teams that are having strong performances this season. And we check in on wrestling, recapping the Louisiana Classic, plus we tell you the latest on high school hoops around the state. But first, we start things off on the hardwood, catching up with Sacred Heart girls basketball. Don't go anywhere. The High School Spotlight is just getting started.
The LHSAA Network TV app features a 24/7 live channel as well as on-demand content with all the high school sports you want, and it's totally free. The app is available for download on TV-connected devices, including Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV. It's the only place where every day is game day. Download the LHSAA Network TV app today.
Dude, you're looking ice cold.
You look ice cold, bro.
Guys, somebody's coming. Somebody's coming.
Let's do it.
There comes a day
when I'll be the one
you dream.
It's gonna
be me.
Dude, are you crying?
For over 100 years, our families have gathered together to share with each other our challenges and hopes, to take this light we've been gifted and paint a brighter future for the next generation. The seeds we plant today are the bounty we harvest tomorrow. As farmers, we know that together we're stronger than we could ever be apart. We're the Louisiana Farm Bureau, and we're the voice of Louisiana agriculture.
Protect what matters most to you and find out the many ways you can benefit. 100% free tuition and fees to all state colleges. Job training in over 150 different career fields, healthcare, pay, and much more. The Louisiana Army National Guard. Part-time service with lifelong benefits. Find out more by visiting www.lang-recruiting.com.
Welcome back. Sacred Heart girls basketball is coming off a historic year for their program that ended in the semifinals of March Madness. Now they're building off that success, and it's evident in how they play on the court. I've got the latest on the Cardinals. Hahnville and Sacred Heart went head-to-head Monday afternoon. The Tigers trailed the Cardinals closely throughout the first half, so Sacred Heart head coach Courtney Ward needed her girls to make the right adjustments at halftime to win the game.
I think we made some defensive adjustments. We talked about some of the things that they were doing in the first half as far as setting an on ball against our screen, our zone. So we were able to make an adjustment. I think the biggest difference is that we boxed out better in that third quarter. In the first half, they got a lot of opportunities off of offensive putbacks. So we were able to get our hands on a lot of balls, and we were able to finish it that way.
Well, on defense, everyone's always bigger than us. We just made sure to get those rotations when they pass the ball around because they're just trying to overload one side. So you're just making sure to get there in time so they won't shoot it.
Sacred Heart came out strong in the second half, putting up a 20-point lead in the third quarter that led them to a 53-42 win over Hahnville. This was a much-needed victory for the Cardinals after their last game where they lost to De La Salle.
I'm super proud of them. It was the De La Salle game that we played. It was a hard game, so for them to come back after losing the game and stepping up the way that they did, it was really impressive to watch, and they responded to the call, so it was good.
Well, we had a difficult game against De La Salle's district and division, so we just wanted to come out and show that we could play against a team that was, I think they're in a better division than us, so it was a team effort to come out here and play better defense and perform, make more shots on offense.
A big reason for Sacred Heart's win is Libby Fitzpatrick. The senior led the way with 20 points in the victory.
She set the tone early. She came out, she was aggressive, she hit some shots, she looked for herself, and everybody else kind of followed her lead. So she put us in a position to score, and especially because she had a rough game last game. So for her to able come back around and step up and do what she's supposed to do, it was a good thing for us.
Well, I just knew I had to bounce back from last game, but I knew I would rally around my team, and it wouldn't just be me. It was a team effort, and we all got it done at the end of the day.
Libby isn't the only senior who's been a key leader for this Cardinals team.
They've been great. They know exactly what we want from the coaching staff. They know exactly kind of what we're trying to do and what we're trying to accomplish, and they're leading them vocally. They're leading them by setting examples. They're doing everything that we ask, so it's good to see them flourish and be those senior leaders that they are.
We've been playing together for 4 years, and we've been starting. But I mean, all of our families on the team, all of our friends are on the team. We've been so close for all these 4 years, so it's really easy getting the team chemistry up and just leading.
Last year has set the standard for Sacred Heart and what these girls can do.
I mean, we had a bunch of seniors last year, but I mean, almost everyone we have now was on the team last year, and we know how good it felt, and we want to do it again.
I would say the heart, grit, hustle, it's still there. I think that, we're a smaller team, so we have to play that way, and our kids have bought into that, and they've been doing a really good job being able to be scrappy, get their hands on balls, get deflections, get in transition, so it's all been kind of turning out pretty good.
Don't go anywhere. We're just heating up here on the High School Spotlight. Next, we head on over to the wrestling mat to recap the Louisiana Classic right after the break.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
If you want to break the rock, you need to make yourself indestructible. If you want to play between the hedges, you need to work out there, up there, down there, everywhere. If you want to reach the win bar, you need to lose sleep, lose count. You need to play every game like you got nothing to lose.
When looking for college, I wanted somewhere that would push me and allow me to kind of be the person I'd always wanted to be.
Everyone here kind of has this mindset of seeing the next person succeed, and I think that just creates a Southern Miss spirit.
You find what you need out of Southern Miss. What I need isn't what another student needs, but we all find something here.
You don't have to be what people have said you've been. You don't have to be what people think you are. Like, coming to Southern Miss, you can totally reinvent yourself and be who you truly feel like you are meant to be.
Checking back in on the High School Spotlight, the Wrestling State Championships are only a few weeks away, but one of the biggest tournaments of the year just concluded. Our very own Spencer Barrett was there to catch the action on the boys' side of the bracket.
The Louisiana Classic brings the best boys wrestlers in the state to one stage, not separated by divisions like the state championship. If you win in Gonzales, you can claim that you are the state's best in your weight class. The 53rd edition wrapping up this past weekend at the Lamar Dixon Expo Center. Rummel Jr. Dominic Durham, the champion at 150 pounds, taking down Joshua Lara from Brother Martin, who had just beaten him in a recent duel. A tight match heading into the third period until Durham pulled away.
It means a lot to me. Never happened in my family before, so I was the first to do it. I had people telling me I got to take it what was mine. And he beat me Wednesday, which was big to me. It kind of ate at me, so I knew I had to come back and get it back to me. I got to stay physical, keep wrestling my match, make them know that it's already my match, and I'm going to keep wrestling through it and keep going.
The 175-pound final for the boys, probably the most exciting bout of the day. Zach Sestia from St. Thomas More with a last-second point to force double overtime, where he was able to escape for the victory.
I mean, that was huge for me, especially with, the history between me and him. This season, he's beaten me 4 times. And they were all close matches, but getting the win finally in this setting was huge for me. I mean, that's right where I wanted to be. I went up early. I gave up a bad takedown, but it is what it is. And, we go into overtime, and he gets those legs in, and I just knew I had to do everything I could to get him out. So, I don't know how much technique there was there, but I was just trying. I was trying as hard as I could to get him out.
Sestia and the Cougars finishing runner-ups as a team, putting themselves in great position to be in the conversation to win a state title in Division II.
I mean, definitely, yeah. I don't want to sound overconfident, but I think we have a very good chance at state if we all perform how we have been. The team has done so well coming from even just the beginning of the season, so I think we're only going to get better from now till state.
At 215 pounds, Billy Edmonston from Live Oak, the champion. Edmonston with a long journey to his senior year and plenty of hours of hard work paying off for him in the Classic.
Just a bittersweet moment for sure. I've been in the semis 3 times, my freshman year, junior year, and now my senior year, and I finally got to the finals, and then I won the finals. So that was amazing. That was really cool. Man, it takes a lot. The amount of times I've done 2 days, 3 days, 3 days, and hitting the gym as well. It's a lot, but it is so worth it. Just working for it, stepping stone, man. You're getting better every year and making sure you have fun for sure.
The team champion for the weekend, Catholic High under head coach Tommy Prohaska. No individual champions and a tough showing in the finals for the Bears, as Coach Prohaska hoping his boys can wake up in time for state.
The matchups, I guess, were in our favor for other schools, the head-to-heads with the Holy Cross and St. Thomas Moores, and them knocking each other off to help us, being we didn't perform to the best of our ability in the finals. And so, yeah, we won, but it's a bittersweet win if you think about it, especially for the seniors that are in the lineup and don't win your last match. But again, it's definitely a learning experience as well. We got to clean some things up and go from there. I think it is a wake-up call. At the same time, I think they have to work a little bit more and be a little more coachable in certain situations. And if they do that, then we're going to be okay. Nothing is given, especially in this sport. You could be up 15, 14 points, all of a sudden you're on your back getting pinned. And so, again, I use the analogy of staying in the fight. If you give up a big move, stay in the fight. If we get a big move, stay in the fight, because they're coming. And so we've got to do a better job of that, staying in the fight.
Plenty of other boys champions throughout the weekend, but they'll all have to work harder now for state as that target is placed on their back. Reporting for the LHSAA Network, I'm Spencer Verrett.
Thanks so much, Spencer. Coming up, we take things back to the soccer field to hear the latest on the Benton girls soccer team. Stay with us.
For over 100 years, our families have gathered together to share with each other our challenges and hopes, to take this light we've been gifted and paint a brighter future for the next generation. The seeds we plant today are the bounty we harvest tomorrow. As farmers, we know that together we're stronger than we could ever be apart. We're the Louisiana Farm Bureau, and we're the voice of Louisiana agriculture.
Dude, you're looking ice cold.
You look ice cold, bro. Guys, somebody's coming. Somebody's coming.
Let's do it.
There comes a day
When I'll be the one
you dream.
it's gonna
It's gonna be way.
Dude, are you crying?
At Breck Golf Courses, we focus on the highest level of play. That means award-winning courses, state-of-the-art practice facilities, unique shot-making opportunities, and tournament-level playing experiences. With 2 championship courses located in the parish, Beaver Creek and Santa Maria courses make the perfect setting to test your golf skills. Find your next hole-in-one with Breck Golf.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Welcome back to the High School Spotlight. The Benton girls soccer program put together a historic season last year that ended in the quarterfinals, the furthest that the program has ever advanced in the postseason. Now the Tigers sit in the top 10 of the Division I power ratings, and I've got the latest on all things Benton soccer.
I'm joined with Benton girls soccer head coach Jesse Dyer. Coach Dyer, thank you so much for joining me today.
Yeah, no problem at all.
Let's talk about this year's group. I know last year a historic season for this team and the program. What are you bringing from last year into this year's group? A lot of returners, a lot of starting returners. What does that look like?
Yes, we do have a lot of returners. We have some young players coming in as freshmen. And so really the goal, one of the biggest goals for this season was not to base our success off of last season. That in high school soccer, it really is about every season you start fresh with some faces going out, some faces coming in. And so I really wanted to make sure that we didn't try to define ourselves as a team based off of what happened last season, because I didn't want us to try to put that kind of pressure on ourselves, because it really can, when you try to emulate past success, it provides an unnecessary pressure, I think. And so I really wanted to focus on our returning juniors, now seniors, really trying to find their identity as leaders with this new set of players, so to speak, so that we could really focus on our particular goals with this particular set of players for this particular season. And I think we've done that. You know, the team has really bonded together. The seniors have really stepped up as leaders, and the team chemistry has been excellent so far. And so I've been really happy with the team overall.
I want to tag off of that. Describe to me the journey of this group finding their identity. Has there been any specific moments or changes throughout the off-season and regular season that have helped define that?
Yeah, so really I am blessed with the idea, with the concept that I can get some of these players as middle schoolers. I coach the middle school soccer team as well. And so really the identity that they have as a team, they start to build as middle schoolers. And so bringing them in now as seniors, I've been blessed to have them for 5 years now as players. And so the identity really is not something we have to work on that a lot of other coaches have, where it's 4 years, we got to run and gun these next 4 years, and every 4 years is trying to reintroduce their way of playing, their vision for the game, their vision for their team to a new set of freshmen. Whereas the freshmen coming in this year have already had me as a coach for 2 years, and so the expectations are there. And so it really helps the identity for the team as a whole, because they know what I'm about. They know each other much better, because they've been playing with each other for 2 years now coming in. So some of these seniors and juniors have been playing together for 6 years now.
Who are some of those main contributors with this year's group? Is there a select few you rely on? Is it more of everyone has the skills? What's that like?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of any one player that stands out as without this player, everything falls apart. I can't say that there is one, but I can say that our senior and junior class are both very strong. There are players that have more prominent roles. One of our juniors, Erin Flowers, she is an exceptional player in terms of game awareness, in terms of her vision on the field and passes that she can find. But then we have other players like Peyton Beloso, who is just dynamic. Like, I can put her in any position on the field, and I can have a level of confidence that she's going to do well. I mean, I took her in our first time we ever beat U High was this season, and they are a
perpetual Division III semifinalist or finalist, and I put her at left back because we needed you. We needed your speed. We needed your strength. And she went in and she dominated. Every one of our players, I could go down the line of just things they bring to the team that contribute to our success, and I think that's really what has made us successful is we can spread the wealth out of ability to any player on the field, and we can put the pressure of the team's success across the whole team. We had a tough game against Bird last week, and it was a game that we hoped to win, and it just the game didn't go that way, and we didn't come out with the victory. And I was walking into the locker room, after the team went in ahead of me, and I was walking in, and as I was walking in, I just heard them saying, "You guys, I'm really proud of the way we played. I think we left it all on the field, and it didn't work out, but and they were upset, but they were all just building each other up, and you don't see that all the time. You hear players talking about how, well, if this person hadn't done that, and I've just been lucky to never hear it. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but I've been lucky enough that I've never heard it from parents. I've never heard it from players about them turning on each other.
Awesome stuff. Well, Coach Dyer, thank you so much for joining me today.
No, thank you.
Next, we're jumping back onto the basketball court and sitting down with the dominant Wossman girls and boys basketball programs. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
The LHSAA Network TV app features a 24/7 live channel as well as on-demand content with all the high school sports you want, and it's totally free. The app is available for download on TV-connected devices, including Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV. It's the only place where every day is game day. Download the LHSAA Network TV app today.
For over 100 years, our families have gathered together to share with each other our challenges and hopes, to take this light we've been gifted and paint a brighter future for the next generation. The seeds we plant today are the bounty we harvest tomorrow. As farmers, we know that together we're stronger than we could ever be apart. We're the Louisiana Farm Bureau, and we're the voice of Louisiana agriculture.
If you want to break the rock, you need to make yourself indestructible. If you want to play between the hedges, you need to work out there, up there, down there, everywhere. If you want to reach the win bar, you need to lose sleep, lose count. You need to play every game like you got nothing to lose.
When looking for college, I wanted somewhere that would push me and allow me to kind of be the person I'd always wanted to be.
Everyone here kind of has this mindset of seeing the next person succeed, and I think that just creates a Southern Miss spirit.
You find what you need out of Southern Miss. What I need isn't what another student needs, but we all find something here.
You don't have to be what people have said you've been. You don't have to be what people think you are. Like, coming to Southern Miss, you can totally reinvent yourself and be who you truly feel like you are meant to be.
Welcome back. The Wossman basketball programs have consistently been one of the dominant teams over the past couple of years when it comes to March Madness. We check in on both the boys and the girls programs.
The W logo for the Wossman Wildcats not only symbolic of the school's name, but also for winning. The boys and girls basketball programs have enjoyed continued success over the years. Now new faces are leading the charge forward. The Wossman boys lost two great players to graduation. Coach Casey Jones now working with a new crop of players, hoping to keep Wossman on the map.
Well, first of all, it's hard to replace a guy named like Zion Weeks. He's a do-everything guard, and Morgan, one of the best defenders that I ever coached in my career. So Jonte's done a good job of stepping to the point guard role. First year playing point guard, usually shoots the ball. Roosevelt Deans is one about defending. Tavius Dax is taking over that defensive role for Morgan. And C.J. Williams is stepping up for us. He started last year as a freshman. We just once again finding our groove. We don't want to peak right now. We want to peak come late February and March, playing the right time. Our goal is not to win the Don Redden. Our goal is always the same: is get to the top 28 with opportunity to play for a state championship. And I think we're still sitting at 1 in the power rating, so we're on pace.
Senior guard Jonte Turpin Jr. was key for the Wildcats in their run at the Don Redden tournament, finishing in 3rd. Turpin hoping to keep the state championships coming for Wossman with his teammates.
Everybody thought, because everybody left, the whole team, it was number seniors, so they thought we was going to be a downfall, but nobody knew I was going to Wossman. So when I came, it was like a shock, and ever since then, we just been connecting and playing as a team. For sure, Dontavius Dash, because he the person that he got all the ball pressure, he a knockdown shooter, and also C.J. Williams, the big man. I connect with him for the passes, and also Roosevelt Dean. He a big stepper. He came from Ouachita, and when we both came, it was it helped the team better.
The run-in district should be a good test for the Wildcats, with the likes of Peabody, Tioga, and Franklin Parish all having outstanding years. No nights off in District 2-4A.
Great district, man. Peabody's always going to be there. Coach Gil Tioga's doing a great job. His team is playing well. Franklin Parish, obviously, they're tough. They got a lot of size. And so it just gets you ready for the playoff. Everything we do is about the playoff. We're just trying to get our kids mentally tough, play through adversity, play through whether it's bad calls or having a bad night. We preach win anyway. Find ways to win, whether we playing well or not.
The Lady Cats, under Coach Otis Robinson Jr., losing 2 players to graduation and then 2 key players to injuries at the start of the year, has presented some challenges, but the Lady Cats are fighting through it.
So, like you say, man, losing those young ladies, the 4 young ladies, 2 to college and 2 to ACL tears, we knew it was going to be a struggle, especially moving Ashanti Smith to point guard when she's normally shooting guard. But she's buying into that role, doing what she's supposed to do. She's getting more confidence in handling the ball, handling the pressure, trying to beat the double teams. Of course, she's going to make mistakes because she's not used to it. As far as this season, I think we're right where we're supposed to be right now.
Heaven Weeks, the sister of graduated Wossman star Zion Weeks, helping step into a new role for the Lady Cats. Just a sophomore, she is now working to build her own legacy at Wossman.
We do outside, we try to team bond outside of practice and stuff, and we talk about the game together in the locker room. We all try to get together and fix our mistakes and come out here with a different mindset so we can all show that we together and come as one. I want to continue winning the state championships. I want people to know my name all across the world. Redo. Okay. I want to continue to win state championships. I want to carry on Wossman name, Coach Rob, my teammates, and I want to be a big face, the big face of Wossman and stuff.
But the tradition of winning in Wossman basketball puts the pressure on this new group of girls.
Yeah, it's still with the kids. It helps out with winning state. But right now, with this generation, this team that we have now, I think it's putting more pressure on them, and that's the reason they're probably making more turnovers and making more mistakes because they're trying to compete and make sure they keep the legacy going as far as winning state. And I got to tell them, hey, you just play your type of basketball. You can't be anybody else but yourself. So don't let the people dictate what you're going to do. Whatever you're taught to do, be ready to do it.
Reporting from Monroe for the LHSA Network, I'm Spencer Verrett.
Coming up, we catch up with a girls basketball program that's put together an impressive season so far. We've got the latest on Slidell girls hoops. Stay with us on the High School Spotlight.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
The LHSAA Network TV app features a 24/7 live channel as well as on-demand content with all the high school sports you want, and it's totally free. The app is available for download on TV-connected devices, including Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV. It's the only place where every day is game day. Download the LHSAA Network TV app today.
Checking back in on the high school spotlight, Slidell girls basketball is sitting in the top 3 of the Division I non-select power ratings. The Tigers won 15 straight games to start the season and have only lost 1, rocking a 19-1 record. Hear what's been helping these Lady Tigers dominate within the state. After falling to Denham in the second round of the playoffs last year, these Lady Tigers have come into this season with a newfound fire and hunger.
I think with our loss last year to Denham Springs, we just wanted to capitalize off of that. We didn't like how it felt last year, and going in this year, we just wanted to go in with the mindset that we want to get a bye, and we want to win out and win big and practice on stuff that we need to play with when we get to the big games like Denham Springs and stuff.
I think they have a better understanding of where we want to go. Last year, I think our expectations were high, but our work ethic wasn't up to par all the time. So I think they have a better understanding that every game matters, every possession matters. So we're trying to just really focus on the smaller things.
There's a lot of returning talent for Slidell girls hoops that's strengthened their chemistry both on and off the court.
We have a lot more leaders on the team, a lot more people that's willing to step up, and a lot more people that's willing to call things for what it is. And it's way different from last year because it really wasn't. Everybody wasn't saying anything, and now that we have more seniors and juniors on the team, it's like we get to like mesh better because everybody has something to say.
A lot of people don't get to be on a very talented team. So, you can look around and we're really deep. And I think they recognize that and want to take advantage of it.
The talent on this squad runs deep, and they've figured out their identity this year, something that sets them apart from last season.
We're definitely aggressive, but our one pet peeve, we do need to swing the ball more. But overall, we're a very aggressive team. We have shooters, but overall, we are very skilled in and outside the paint.
We've known it for a while. It was just getting them to know it. So I do think at the beginning of the season, as we started to scrimmage and play, they really just, recognize that.
A big focal point for the Lady Tigers has been learning how to function as a unit, opposed to being individual stars.
It's an adjustment for sure, because it's kids that are used to being scorers who, might need to be the screener or the rebounder or, do the other things. So it's recognizing that they have to be team players because they can all score, and we are all, not hot on the same night. So whoever's got the hot hand might score more. But it's also getting them to recognize that they can do other things that are very important, if not more important sometimes. So defense, steals, taking charges we've been working on. So those things matter too.
This team is fueled by not just individual players, but as everybody as a team. So without everybody meshing together, we won't be successful, and one person can't just show up and we win. It needs to be everybody involved.
With the catchphrase, "We greater than me," written on their shirts, Slidell girls basketball is playing with heart, grit, and together to be the best that they can be.
Just in the same thing, because we're so deep, it's trying to emphasize that, you know, at the end of the night, we need Slidell's score to be higher than the other teams. It doesn't matter how we get there, who does it. It's just that our team is more important than any individual player.
It's not just one solo person that's going to lead the team to success. It has to be everybody. It's not an I thing. There's no I in team, so it's obviously we over me.
Next on High School Spotlight, we take you back to the wrestling mat at the Louisiana Classic to recap the girls' bracket. We'll be right back.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
If you want to break the rock, you need to make yourself indestructible. If you want to play between the hedges, you need to work out there, up there, down there, everywhere. If you want to reach the win bar, you need to lose sleep, lose count. You need to play every game like you got nothing to lose.
When looking for a college, I wanted somewhere that would push me and allow me to kind of be the person I'd always wanted to be.
Everyone here kind of has this mindset of seeing the next person succeed, and I think that just creates a Southern Miss spirit.
You find what you need out of Southern Miss. What I need isn't what another student needs, but we all find something here.
You don't have to be what people have said you've been. You don't have to be what people think you are. Like, coming to Southern Miss, you can totally reinvent yourself and be who you truly feel like you are meant to be.
Protect what matters most to you and find out the many ways you can benefit. 100% free tuition and fees to all state colleges. Job training in over 150 different career fields, healthcare, pay, and much more. The Louisiana Army National Guard. Part-time service with lifelong benefits. Find out more by visiting www.lang-recruiting.com.
Welcome back to the High School Spotlight. We've got more action-packed wrestling to recap. Spencer Verrett takes you back out to Gonzales for more on the girls' side of the bracket in the Louisiana Classic.
The third annual Louisiana Classic in the second year of girls wrestling being a varsity sport continues to grow. Girls from around the state competing at the Lamar Dixon Expo Center in Gonzales for the illustrious Yellow Hoodie. The champion at 107 pounds, Layla Higgins from Riverdale. The senior dominant in the championship match.
When I won it, I've never felt more excited in my whole life. I've been dreaming for this ever since I joined wrestling, and I've been just trying to get this win for as long as I started wrestling. And when I won it, I've never felt so happier in my whole life.
Higgins finished in 4th place at the state championship last year, already improving this year throughout the season, and now champion at the Louisiana Classic.
I definitely understood the room for improvement in myself and the way I wrestled, and I can't help but thank my coach and my teammates for helping me grow and become the way I am now and winning this 1st place.
The 120-pound champion, Dutchtown freshman Lily Johnson, dominant throughout the whole weekend. Don't let the freshman tag say she lacks experience. Johnson, already an experienced wrestler.
It's exciting, but I wrestled before this, so I have more experience, and I think just like being a freshman, and they're only so much older than me. It's like I'm used to wrestling older people. I go with boys. Like, it's just exciting to be at a big tournament like this and win.
Johnson now turns to prepare for her first run at a state championship, the top seed in the Classic, and should be the top seed at state as well.
I'm really excited. It's only, I think, like 3 weeks away, and I mean, it's all coming so fast, but I'm just preparing, making sure my weight's right, I'm still strong, I'm doing the right stuff to prepare for anything.
And the 132-pound champion, Lakin Griffin from Live Oak, the junior with a close win in the championship and later named the most outstanding wrestler. A huge goal accomplished for her.
I think I did pretty good. I mean, I was trying to stay in control the whole time. She was a new wrestler. I didn't know how she worked, but I told myself before the match, do what you know how to do and don't psych yourself out. I say that to myself before every match, and I do exactly that. I do what I know how to do, and I don't psych myself out. And I did what I knew how to do, and for the first few seconds, I really couldn't believe it, but I did it, and I'm really proud of myself. It was very, very emotional because that's been my goal. Every tournament was to get outstanding wrestler, and every single time I wouldn't get it, I would be bummed. I would be happy for the girls that got it, but I would be really bummed. But I was really proud of myself today, and it was just a great accomplishment.
Griffin now knows the target is on her back for state. Griffin finished runner-up last year, so she will be hoping to bring home the title this year.
It gives me confidence, and it lets me know that I just need to keep on working and doing what I'm doing, and just trust in the Lord and trust in how I know how to do things, and I think it'll go my way.
In the team standings, Oklahoma girls wrestling powerhouse Del City took the top spot. Lafayette High with a big gap over the rest of the pack in second, including defending champs Baton Rouge. It will be exciting to see who makes their mark at state. Reporting for the LHSAA Network, I'm Spencer Verrett.
Coming up, we tell you about a girls soccer team that sits at the top of their division power ratings, and they haven't lost a game once this season. Stay with us on the High School Spotlight.
The LHSAA Network TV app features a 24/7 live channel as well as on-demand content with all the high school sports you want, and it's totally free. The app is available for download on TV-connected devices, including Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV. It's the only place where every day is game day. Download the LHSAA Network TV app today.
Dude, you're looking ice cold.
You look ice cold, bro.
Guys,
somebody's coming. Somebody's coming.
Let's do it.
There comes a day
When I'll be the one
you dream.
it's gonna
It's gonna be me.
Dude, are you crying?
For over 100 years, our families have gathered together to share with each other our challenges and hopes, to take this light we've been gifted and paint a brighter future for the next generation. The seeds we plant today are the bounty we harvest tomorrow. As farmers, we know that together we're stronger than we could ever be apart. We're the Louisiana Farm Bureau, and we're the voice of Louisiana agriculture.
If you want to break the rock, you need to make yourself indestructible. If you want to play between the hedges, you need to work out there, up there, down there, everywhere. If you want to reach the win bar, you need to lose sleep, lose count. You need to play every game like you got nothing to lose.
Welcome back to the High School Spotlight. Hannan girls soccer sits in the driver's seat of the Division III power ratings, and they sport a 13-0-1 record, tying the #1 team in the Division I power ratings, St. Joseph's Academy. I have the latest on the dominant Hawks.
Hawks on three! 1, 2, 3, Hawks!
What sets this team apart is the level of trust, right? From our goalie to our back line to our midfield to our forwards. I think we just trust that everyone's going to do their job and do it well.
First-year head coach Nate Peters is no stranger to the Hannan girls soccer program. He's been an assistant coach for the past 4 seasons with the Hawks.
Coach Dempsey did a great job for the past 5 years, and I was really honored when they asked me to follow in his footsteps. He intentionally scheduled a really hard teams, and so ensuring that we continue that tradition, making sure the team is prepared for these really difficult games in the regular season to prepare us for the playoffs. I think another thing I learned from him was just caring about the players in a really personal way and really focusing in on their not just soccer needs, but needs outside of the program as well, and taking care of them holistically.
Coach Nate has been around since my 8th grade year, and just having him as head coach, it is amazing, and I enjoy every moment of it.
Coach Peters is also no stranger to soccer in Southeast Louisiana. The Brother Martin grad knows the high standard and competition that this area presents.
The standard is set, right? If you want to be competitive, you got to do the little things right. Teams around here are not going to give you an inch. They're going to be physical, they're going to be fast, they're going to be athletic, and especially in the greater New Orleans area, North Shore area, Baton Rouge, Shreveport area, like teams are going to be technically sound, right? And so being able to, match that and then really do battle with these top teams has been a goal for the past couple of years, and something we've strived for this year as well.
What's special about this year's senior class is that it's the first group that will have had Coach Peters as either an assistant coach or a head coach for all 5 years.
It's been such a blessing to get to know them, get to know their families, and it really is like family. Like I have no problem letting them take care of my little kids because they know, like they celebrated with me when I had the kids, and so like they're an extension of my own family. Like I care for these girls like they're my own, right? And so it's really just loving them as best I can.
I think that's also helped with our success on the field as well, because off the field we're also so close and we just can bond over being with the coaches' kids and having a good time. So
one senior who's a key part of the Hannan girls soccer team is Caitlin Brady. The midfielder has been starting for the Hawks since the 8th grade, and last week she surpassed 100 career goals at Hannan.
She's been just an instrumental part, like a backbone of the program for all 5 years, 5-year senior, all-state player, multiple college offers, and so because of that, she just is like the backbone.
I'd say I'm a pretty vocal leader, but I think for me, what I focus on most is I know what it was like to be freaked out by everything, whether it's a student section, whether it's just all the emotion that goes into high school soccer. There's just a lot of it. And so I think just being more experienced, I can kind of serve as like the calmness of the team and just making sure that everyone's calm, because if I'm freaking out, then most likely other people will freak out too. And so I think just like keeping calm and composed is key.
This Hawks team is mature, extremely skilled, and one of the most dominant teams in the state. They've been playing a tough schedule this year and have outscored opponents 50-6, with only 3 regular season games left to go.
Honestly, like our forwards are really dynamic. Our midfield doesn't stop moving. Our defenders are no nonsense. And technical, our goalie is solid and she makes incredible saves. And so like just across the board, like we're blessed with an abundance of talent. And I keep telling people like I'm just driving the bus, like I'm just trying to keep this thing going straight.
This is definitely the most driven team we've had. And we have a goal in mind, and that's to win a state championship. And everyone's on the same page with that. And everything we do every day is all set towards that goal. And yeah, I think just being goal-driven is the biggest thing for us. I think this is the best team we've ever had. I think we have the most potential we've ever had. And we've kind of always said that every year. Like every year we've had the ability to win a state championship. But there's something about this team that I see, Coach Nate sees, I think we all see our real potential, and that the only thing that could stop us is ourselves.
Hawks on 3! 1, 2, 3, Hawks!
Next on the High School Spotlight, we check in on St. Thomas More boys basketball. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
For over 100 years, our families have gathered together to share with each other our challenges and hopes, to take this light we've been gifted and paint a brighter future for the next generation. The seeds we plant today are the bounty we harvest tomorrow. As farmers, we know that together we're stronger than we could ever be apart. We're the Louisiana Farm Bureau, and we're the voice of Louisiana agriculture.
Protect what matters most to you and find out the many ways you can benefit. 100% free tuition and fees to all state colleges. Job training in over 150 different career fields, healthcare, pay, and much more. The Louisiana Army National Guard, part-time service with lifelong benefits. Find out more by visiting www.lang-recruiting.com.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Welcome back. Danny Broussard and the St. Thomas More Cougars are no strangers to the state tournament in March. We've got the latest on the Cougars and how things are shaping up in 2026.
The St. Thomas More Cougars under coach Danny Broussard have made the state tournament the last 10 years. In 2026, though, coach has to replace 5 starters off last year's runner-up team. Some early challenges have helped turn these Cougars into a tough team.
And I think I maybe set my expectations a little too high early on because not one of these guys started last year. 2 guys didn't even play last year, injured the whole year, and we're expecting them to come in there and we no chemistry, you know. So I just told him, hey man, look, let's just take it one day at a time and let's just get better every time out. Ironically, we had our 2 best practices right before the Sun Kids. When we came back from Orlando, we had 2 days of practice. And I told him just in the dressing room, I said, you know, that's what happens when you practice hard. It pays off in the games, you know.
Zarian Babineau, probably the most experienced name to return to the team. Last year, Babineau had the half-court buzzer beater against Huntington to send the team to the state tournament. Now Babineau is stepping up into a leadership role.
I think we just had to group together collectively, and we all had to just glue the pieces together. I think we're starting to finally realize our roles. We're starting to trust each other more, like with Cook hitting those big threes last night. And tonight the shot's not falling, but we're all just, hey, shot's not falling, let's go get offensive boards. We're doing everything differently, and we're just playing good collectively as a whole.
And so, yeah, he's got the most playing time of probably anybody we had out there. And so kind of leaning on him to be that kind of guy, you know. And, you know, sometimes he tries to do a little bit too much. We're like, Zay, just play it, you know, under control. Don't let the game happen. Let it happen. And he had a good night tonight. I thought he played really well tonight.
I think taking those fundamentals and the experience that I've had, just trying to use all that to be a good leader on the court, you know, with my position, and to make sure all the other guys are in the right spots, and just to facilitate for my teammates.
Ryan Robertson came to the Cougar program last year from Allen, Texas, but due to being ineligible, had to play JV. Robertson is now a major contributor for the Cougars and has been learning more about the Louisiana basketball way.
I learned that they play really hard. Like, play a lot harder than the teams I'm used to, and I just had to kind of adapt to that. And yeah, I feel like I'm getting better at it. Yeah, we do a lot together, and I think that just like kind of helps with like our chemistry, and I feel like we're getting a lot better at that.
So he had to play just JV basketball last year, and he kind of dominated JV. You know, he's really good, and so yeah, we kind of kept waiting. Man, he's been a great addition for us. He's got skills. You know, he's just a basketball skill player. Does a lot of things for us, and you know, he can shoot the outside shot. He kind of can score inside a little bit, and yeah, he was big for us tonight. I mean, he made some big shots, and I like the way he rebounded as well too. You know.
The Cougars have plenty of other names to watch on the court, though. The key for St. Thomas More: get the ball to the guy who is on fire.
I think it's just the depth that we have, man. We all have different skills. You know, I feel like I get to the rim. Cook's our shooter. Ryan, hey, he can do a lot. He's very versatile. And we just all kind of collectively know, like, hey, if somebody's on, let's get that guy the ball.
Yeah, first game or last night we were trying to find Matthew all night because he was hot. I mean, he had like 29 points, which is insane. And tonight we were still trying to find him, but they were guarding him a little bit harder, and I just felt like I had to take a step up and try and help our team win.
But as Coach Broussard and this team continue to tackle the year, the next batch of Cougars is already working on something to help them prepare for next year.
I think our program's been based on fundamentals, I think it's little small things, like one time that pass would have got intercepted with most teams, but our guys meet the passes. It's just all the little fundamental things that we really work on that I think sometimes people don't understand. It doesn't show up, but it stops the turnover from happening. We get a shot off. We always work on blocking out and rebounding because we're not the most athletic type team that can just, although we do have some, don't get me wrong, we have some athleticism, but again, that's kind of what we based our team on, is that no second shots, rebound the basketball, don't turn the basketball over. So I just think you can attribute it to our fundamentals.
The Cougars finished second in the Sun-Kissed Shootout and now are preparing for what should be a tough district with the likes of Northside, Turlings, and Westgate ready to make deep runs. Reporting for the LHSAA Network, I'm Spencer Verrett.
Thanks so much, Spencer. Make sure to tune in for our next episode of the High School Spotlight as we continue to give you exclusive coverage of high school soccer, basketball, and wrestling around the boot. We'll see you next Wednesday right here on the High School Spotlight. Thanks for watching.
If you want to break the rock, you need to make yourself indestructible. If you want to play between the hedges, you need to work out there, up there, down there, everywhere. If you want to reach the win bar, you need to lose sleep, lose count. You need to play every game like you got nothing to lose.
Dude, you're looking ice cold.
You look ice cold, bro.
Guys, somebody's coming. Somebody's coming.
Let's do it.
There comes a day
When I'll be the one
you dream.
it's gonna
It's gonna be Ray.
Dude, are you crying?
For over 100 years, our families have gathered together to share with each other our challenges and hopes, to take this light we've been gifted and paint a brighter future for the next generation. The seeds we plant today are the bounty we harvest tomorrow. As farmers, we know that together we're stronger than we could ever be apart. We're the Louisiana Farm Bureau, and we're the voice of Louisiana agriculture.
At Breck Golf Courses, we focus on the highest level of play. That means award-winning courses, state-of-the-art practice facilities, unique shot-making opportunities, and tournament-level playing experiences. With 2 championship courses located in the parish, Beaver Creek and Santa Maria courses make the perfect setting to test your golf skills. Find your next hole-in-one with Breck Golf.